Afternoon, gents. I took an L this morning. I was trying to take the video, but I didn't turn on the trading view capture, so I only caught my face. Um, Huge L. So we're just gonna do a quick trade recap of what happened today. I took three trades. We lost $294 on the day. And I'll kind of walk you through what I was thinking. So I never go into a day with a bias. I just go in and see what the market's providing and react specifically off that, right? So we had a higher time frame SMT on NQ and ES. It was a bearish SMT, and then we made these shorter SMTs, shorter time frame SMTs closer to open, right? So coming out the gate, I was looking for shorts targeting these London lows down here. Mistake I made today was I just took a trade too early in market open. NASDAQ out the gate was looking a little weaker than ES, but ES was the weaker indice, so I was waiting for a little bit more confirmation to then take that. So I jumped into that trade once I saw NQ pushing down a little bit farther than ES was going. Once I hopped in that trade, I'll show you my executions here. Yeah, hopped in the trade on the first candle, which is crazy. I should never do that, but I was just fired up this morning, I guess. So rightfully deserved the L. But yeah, I jumped in here. I just put my stop like right at this high. We came back up, stopped it out here, and it was still looking super weak on NASDAQ. So I was like, I think we're still going to come down and get these lows. So I jumped back in, and we were in this trade for a while. It was working for us, and it was coming back up. So I knew price was being like a little unforgiving this morning. The problem I was having is that on ES, we're making these like just these like stacked highs right here. So once we had gotten in and we were coming down, we inverse this gap, came lower, and then we come back up, and then we come back down, and then we'd come back up and inverse this gap. Once we came back up from here, let's see here, if we go to MES, once we came back up for here, I was like, these highs right here are just, they need to get taken out. I knew the market at this point wanted to come back up and take out these highs before moving lower, just because they were stacked, like literally a perfect stack. So I actually flipped right here. I jumped out of that trade. I think I took a super small loss, like when I jumped out. Oh yeah. Yeah, I took like a super small loss, jumped out and jumped back in, because once I saw this go, we closed above this fair value gap, I was like, oh, we're going to go. This candle was super bullish, and I was like, we're going to come up and take these highs, and I was targeting this high up here. Of course, I jump in, market turns around, just blows through this, and comes back down underneath this low. Stopped me out. At this point, I had already lost $294, so I already risked what I wanted to for the day. And then sure enough, right after that, we come around, and this was really the move today. We get this inverse, like if the market was going to go lower, this was the shot here. If it was going to go down and take out these London lows, this was it, right? This was the confirmation. The fact that we didn't and we came back up and took this gap here, I would have just entered right off of this closed fair value gap. And then you obviously get the re-enter here. I would have just entered there, put the stops down here, and then you get this, you could have added to your position when we came back into this fair value gap or even into this order block. So that was definitely the move, targeting these highs, and you would have been golden. Price is now turned around after that and wanted to come back down, and it's looking close to these London lows. It hasn't taken them yet. We did take this low and kind of messing around, so we'll see if by the end of the day it comes back down and takes that. But yeah, just a tough day. I think I had a good visual for where I wanted the market to go, and reacting to it. Not mad about any of these losses changing this bias here, like going back up. Clearly, I had the right thought in my head of these stacked highs, and that's really about it, right? I wasn't married to a bias, but I was reacting to the market, and unfortunately, sometimes you just get got, But yeah, I was looking at this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should take this, but the market at this point, it was just so choppy. If I had more risk, I would have taken it, but at this point, I was like, it could turn around and do this again. But if I had more risk, or if I didn't lose on that last trade, I would have for sure wanted to jump in on this one because that's worth the risk. So yeah, tough day, down 294. We've just been kind of battling this account. But yeah, what's tomorrow? Thursday? We got Thursday and we got Friday. We have some more news coming out this week, so we'll be cautious of that. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on here, show this recap, and I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll make sure to turn my screen capture on. We live and we learn, baby. But I hope you guys made some money today. If not, I hope you kept your losses small, and I will catch you boys tomorrow. Later.